Hey there, welcome back. Now, what we're going to discuss, learn about, and absorb is what is whole body health. Unfortunately, in our culture, in our society, we're not really taught what is whole body health. We're taught if your ankle hurts, it's your ankle. If your shoulder hurts, it's your shoulder. If your head hurts, it's your head. If you don't sleep, who knows why. If you have digestive issues, maybe it's food. Within Chinese medicine, everything is intertwined. Everything. That is the beautiful aspect of traditional Chinese medicine. When patients come in and we work on their shoulder, we're also going to have an understanding of how their sleep is, how their mood is, what different aspects of their body and life physically and emotionally need support. Because if we don't take care of the whole body, the likelihood of the condition resolving is slim, and the likelihood of reoccurrence of an issue or a symptom or something else coming up is really high. So we'll just go through the meridian system briefly as we get ready to understand how are we going to learn how to take care of our health, whole body, physically and emotionally. So the meridian system, again, each meridian governs over the local function. Each meridian is in charge of a specific organ function. Every meridian is in charge of a neurological brain function. Meridians pair with each other. They're antagonistic to each other. Meridians will govern over an emotion, a season, a taste, a time of day. Basically, anything that can impact our health environmentally or physiologically, there's a meridian in charge of making sure that works appropriately, in balance, to provide homeostasis, to prevent illness, injury, or disease. So, for instance, if a patient comes in and they have shoulder pain, unspecified shoulder pain, or even after an injury, the pain's still there after the injury may have healed, we're going to ask questions about these specific meridians and why is it not healing. So I'm going to ask them, how is your emotions? Are you feeling frustrated, irritated, making a lot of decisions? It's a female, we're going to ask, what's your menstrual cycle like? How is your eye health? How are the other muscles and ligaments and tendons in your body working for you? What other areas where there might be traffic jams? Because this traffic jam is happening because there's more likely traffic jams in other areas. So for patients with neck pain, shoulder pain in this area, I will use the opposite ankle because these meridians are the paired meridians for here. And if I don't work with where the green light is to get the traffic moving, the likelihood of them having other traffic jams that are going to affect their physical health and healing is pretty high. So we're going to always ask, how is your whole body? And a lot of people don't know. A lot of our patients have no idea. They think it's my shoulder. Why are you asking about my sleep? It's my shoulder. Why are you asking me if I feel frustrated or irritated? Because these meridians here that govern over this area govern over frustration and irritation. And if we don't have an understanding of how that's affecting you, then I don't really know all the different points that I could use to help heal your body. So there was a patient that came in and she had frozen shoulder. And unfortunately, there's not much that can be done for frozen shoulder. Basically, you get the good luck to you. This patient had frozen shoulder for 4 months. So we work with the anatomical muscles, of course, but then we also asked about, what's your frustration? Where do you feel resentment? And why do you feel resentment? And this patient looked at me like I was nuts because nobody had asked her that question. But when someone has frozen shoulder or shoulder pain, typically it can be caused by the emotional state of frustration, irritation, resentment. So we talked a little bit, and she did express that there were a couple of things in her life that didn't turn out the way she wanted. She didn't get to have the career she wanted because she had children, and that just took energy away from her goal of a specific career. And she was a little resentful that it ended up landing all on her shoulders. She has a wonderful spouse, loves her life, great children, but feels like everything is on her shoulders because she's a homemaker. So after talking with her about how she's feeling, she had never ever allowed herself to feel or even say the words that she's angry or frustrated, because we're taught if I'm angry or I'm frustrated, I'm a bad person or I can't handle life. Where in Chinese medicine, if you're angry or sad or mad or excited or whatever, it's just a feeling and it's meant to be felt, because if you don't, it's going to end up settling somewhere else in your body. We don't want that. Most diseases and injuries and illnesses come from a source of emotional stress or distress. One important part of understanding whole body health is understanding how your emotional health will affect your physical health. We've all heard, most of us have heard the phrase, I was so excited I had butterflies. Because that emotion will work with the meridian that governs over that area of the body. Or, I was so nervous I wanted to throw up. Same thing. That emotion works with the aspect of the vagus nerve that will trigger a response in the stomach that then will cause us to feel nauseous.